Hey Pisces, so this is your love reading for the first week of November 2022. Just take note that this is a general reading, timing is fluid, and it can happen either it had happened already or it will happen in the near future, all right? And if it doesn't resonate, then please take a look at your moon, your rising, your Venus, and your North Node, because yeah, maybe you can take a look at the other readings and those will resonate, whichever one comes up, right? Okie doke. So the first card that you got is the Four of Wands in reverse, with that being the first card that came out, and your overall energy is the World card in reverse. And I also took a look, you have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the Five of Swords. Remember the Five of Swords, okay? I'm just saying. I feel like a lot of you are going through a lot of disconnect with your person, a lot of disharmony because of the World card. There's a lot of disconnect, and for some of you, I feel like there were plans of like an engagement perhaps, or moving in together, and those plans fell through. I see that someone has been contemplating and taking the time to think about, you know, what had happened. I feel like this is something that is very heavily protected and guided for you. So I feel like this is like possibly like meditating on the situation, probably thinking back, seeing like all the red flags, right? Because she is wearing like a red, what is that? I don't even know what it's called. Anyway, like a shawl. Anyway, so I feel like there's a lot of contemplation, a lot of thinking back on the situation of like what happened, where did we go wrong, that we no longer have this, okay? I feel like there's some decisions that's going to be happening. Okay, I feel like there's some decisions, possibly like maybe someone's being very optimistic about the decisions. They're trying to think about like, okay, well, what can we do to let this move forward? Here you have the Emperor card. I feel like the person that you're dealing with is either a little older than you, or I also feel like this connection has been going on for a while, because it's an Emperor and he is a little older. I feel like the person that you're dealing with may or may not, because they're older, I feel like the person that you're dealing with may or may not be, I guess like they're just like kind of like in a grown mindset, that they just detach themselves from the situation, all right? That's one scenario that I was getting from this reading. Another scenario that I was getting from this reading is that, you know, there was an engagement, or possibly like moving forward to like maybe living with each other, but that never happened. I feel like with the Seven of Pentacles, you know, contemplating like, okay, well, what went wrong, or thinking about all the red flags and all the issues that had happened. That's the reason why this didn't come to fruition. Like why the Four of Wands, you guys aren't able to, you know, have that like unity, that happiness, have that home together, right? Seven of Cups, I feel like with this person, the Seven of Cups, in this scenario, you're thinking about being optimistic about the situation. Like you've already dealt with the crap, with the bullshit with this person, and now you're no longer, because you've thought about it already, right? You're no longer going to allow it to hold you down. So you're looking out into the world and taking a look at the opportunities that you have and being optimistic. In this situation, you may or may not have somebody that is older than you, or you turn to for advice and as your confidant. And this person right here is who's coming towards you, okay? They are going to be that shoulder that you cry on, and is helping you basically like kind of sort of helped you look in the brighter side of the situation. And I feel like you've known this person for a while, and I feel like you guys kind of have that, like, not necessarily work with them, but like, you know how like in some work relationships, like they laugh about it, but they say like that's your work spouse. I feel like that's the case with this person. Not necessarily you work with this person, but that's like, people always expected you to be, you know, y'all two are like that. Okay, the King of Rings, or the King of Pentacles, clarifying your Four of Wands. I feel like this person, the reason why this connection is no longer serving you is because of the fact that they had, if you look at the Ace of the Ace of Rings in reverse, and then you have the Eight of Rings for the overall energy, it's like they've got their fingers crossed, and this is their pinky. So it's like a pinky promise, right? I feel like they had promises that they never kept, they never intended to keep. Like, you know how, like, you know, you hold your fingers in the back, you cross your fingers, right? And you're just like, ha ha ha. Anyway, it sucks. I know, I'm so sorry. And if this does resonate with you, look, we're gonna help this out. We're gonna help you out. All right, boo. So anyway, I feel like this person, although he is a King of Pentacles, right? Very immature, okay? Very mature, and I feel like the things that he promised you, he already knew that he wasn't going to be able to fulfill them. I feel like for some of you, the King of Pentacles, this guy takes a lot. And I mean, like, takes a lot of your energy, takes your money. I feel like they ask for your money. Or they'll be like, hey, like, let's go out, blah, blah, blah. Or they act like they can handle the tab, or they can handle, you know, their life and finance and stuff like that. Totally suck at it, okay? You have the Ace of Rings next to it, and I honestly, like, right next to it, I feel like that was one of the issues, is like they suck at money management. I feel like they suck at money management, and that was one of the red flags that you were thinking about, and you're just like, God, like, he's so adorable, but he sucks with money. Don't do that to yourself. Money will always be one of the things that everyone will fight over, and will eventually break a happy home. Promise. Okay, money and serious communication. Like, if you can't have like an actual serious adult communication, like talk with someone that you're with, forget about it. Okay, you have the Seven of Cups. Clarifying it is the Knight of Swords. All right, Knight of Swords is telling me that this person that you're dealing with, either this person that you're dealing with was also like, he wasn't really all that great as far as, one, spending sucked, okay? What money management, finances, all that sucked. And they were kind of rude. I feel like they have like their ego. They're just so freaking arrogant. They're so arrogant, and they thought so highly of themselves that they came across as super rude. And I feel like you're always trying to be like, you're always trying to give them excuses, okay? That was one of the feelings that I got with this card. But also, to clarify the Seven of Cups, I feel like it's you that's, you're not being rude, you're being bluntly and blatantly, unapologetically honest about the situation. Like, they're asking, like, why are we breaking up? Why you want to leave me? Because you fucking suck, asshole. Okay? Another situation may or may not be your situation. Take it as it resonates. The Emperor card, clarifying it, is the Four of Cups. So like I said, there's two different ways. If this is the person that you're dealing with, right, who's older and whatever, he is older. So he's not really looking at love and, you know, long-term relationships and stuff like that the way you're looking at it, or vice versa, right? You guys aren't looking at the relationship as something like, I need this. It's one of my top priorities. It's, I feel like with it, the Four of Cups is saying that there is that detachment and disconnect. Again, with the World card upside down. The Queen of Pentacles is telling me that this person that you're dealing with, they may or may not have indirectly cheated, like physically, like, you know, up in people's DMs and all that stuff. They may have cheated with their eyes or with their thoughts. Yeah, cheated with their eyes or with their thoughts, okay? And then I feel like maybe you guys have already caught them doing this, or you guys had some type of some kind of like feeling, like a gut feeling that something was off, right? That, you know, they weren't who they say that they were. And then you guys did argue about it, like, a lot. There's been a lot of arguments, but you see, like, in this one, like, she's being stabbed in the back by somebody that obviously she's got. You see how she has one hand wrapped around the tree and she has one hand that's tied. So I feel like she thought, like, she knew this person, she knows this person, and she's allowing this person to do that. So I feel like, you know, you allowed this person to get this far, right? And, you know, treating you the way that they treated you, and this relationship, this connection. Second scenario, you had the Queen of Swords pop up, all right? And like when I was shuffling, literally like these two came up, so I was just like, oh yeah, okay. But with the Queen of Swords, that's telling me that this person right here, this Emperor, is someone that, you know, you have been confiding in. Someone that is very independent, very loyal, someone that is honest, and is helping you stay strong, because they are strong. Also, I feel like with the Queen of Swords, right, she's ready for a fight. She's just like, look, come at me, bro. And I feel like this Emperor, for some of you, right, that this Emperor is very mature, very in touch with their feminine side, because Emperors are usually masculine, so that's why I'm saying very in touch with their feminine side. So I feel like they were raised by a single parent, so they understand like what it's like if you're a single parent as well. But I feel like they understand being raised as a single parent, like how women are being treated, and their mom actually taught them how to be like a good man. All right. The Eight of Rings, or the Eight of Pentacles, someone faithful, someone mature, who's going to offer you the Four of Wands. All right, stability, unity, stuff like that. And that's what I got for that person. Okay. Alrighty, Pisces, let's get some love messages for you, Pisces. Pisces. And I'm sorry I had to lay this out and like you guys couldn't see me shuffle, but I promise, like, something's wrong with my phone, you guys. But you know, it's not something wrong. Hold on, Pisces. Yeah. See, strictly sexual. This connection is passionate but not enduring, and I feel like that's with this one. Like, I feel like that's with the King of Pentacles that you're dealing with. I really feel like this person just has like this addiction to sex, or like is like an addiction to sex, or is like kind of like, you know, like that's literally all they want you for. All right, decision. It's time to decide about this relationship, and I feel like you've already made the decision. Like, that's why you're contemplating. All right, you're contemplating everything because you're just like, what do I do? And then you realize, like, look, I'm a fucking catch. And you have this person. In the other scenario, you have someone who understands you, who's mature, who's going to be coming towards you, to show you, like, look, that dude messed up. He didn't know what the heck he wanted. He pretended like he was a man, but he was actually a little boy trapped in a man's body. So I'm gonna show you what a real man is. And then you have retreat. It says time alone or in nature will help you recharge. Unavailable in the back. And it says this person is unable to give you all that you deserve. And that's really what I was getting with your reading. And to be honest, I am going to type the song that I heard in my head while I was shuffling your cards, while I was meditating on your cards, Pisces, and it's called